Hey, what's going on, guys? Well, I decided I'm gonna go ahead and just make a video, but it's not edited, so well, I guess I could edit it right now. Although that's not really edited, that's more like just stopping the video and then it just goes to the next piece. But yeah, I'm gonna hit the pause button a couple times, like I'm kind of editing the video, but other than that, it's not gonna be really any different. Am I gonna vape every time I stop the video? Probably. But this is gonna be a story about me not sleeping for 3 days, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Now, this was before I found out that I had schizophrenia, and I was just getting up and I was going to work, and the first night I didn't sleep. I happened to just be, just having like a sleepless night. Like, I just couldn't go to bed, and I just got up, I went to work, and I just, I worked the day out tired, and then I went home and I just sat down on the bed and I tried to go to sleep, and I just could not go to sleep to save my life. It kept me up, and I didn't know that I had schizophrenia, so it just kept me up, and I was trying my best to go to sleep, but I couldn't go to sleep, and my eyes were just wide open, and I couldn't do anything about it. And as the time went by, I started getting a little tired. And as I started getting a little tired, I noticed a little bit of schizophrenia, but I didn't really pay no mind to it. I just kept on going with my day. I went in the kitchen, I cooked something, and I ate. Then I started getting a little more tired, so I was like, I'm going to go ahead and go to bed. And after I decided that I was going to bed, I just laid down, I closed my eyes, I stayed there for 30 minutes and didn't go to sleep. And I said 30 minutes is too long not to go to sleep. So what am I going to do? And I said, I'm just going to just wait it out and just go to sleep at 8 or 9 o'clock. After I waited out to about 8 or 9 o'clock, somewhere in there, I was watching YouTube and Netflix, and I was like, okay, it's time to go to bed. So I just put on something I liked, and I laid down in bed, tried to go to sleep. Then I started noticing some more schizophrenic things going on. Like, I was seeing some things in my head, I was hearing some things, but they're very small. So I didn't pay no mind to it. And it started becoming more and more frequent, and this is where it majorly started, where I noticed that I can actually remember that I had schizophrenia in that moment. It was like the first time I ever noticed it actually being there. And I didn't know what to really do with it yet, because, oh look, I got eczema really bad, but I didn't know what to do with it yet. So I just waited it out. I just tried to go to sleep, even though I was seeing some things going through my head and things in my eyes, and I was seeing stars in my vision, and it was like I was going through a portal, and it's just being like some weird visualizations in my eyes, and I was like, this is crazy and trippy, and I just didn't know what to do. I did everything I could to make myself tired. I followed everything I needed to follow in order to go to sleep. I wind down, I kept my mind clear, and as soon as my mind was cleared, I couldn't even snap. I tried to snap. It filled right back up again. So as the days went on, it got to the second day. And I was just working it out. I was trying my best, I didn't fall asleep or nothing yet at work, but, I was just getting very tired. I was getting very, not irritable, but I was starting to get aggravated because I was so tired that I couldn't hardly focus. And on top of that, I couldn't focus anyways. So it made it even harder to focus on my work. And at the time, I was a tire tech. and I was doing actual work where you stand up. So if you're standing up, you don't really fall asleep, you stand up. So I stood up the entire day, not sleeping for 2 days. And I just was at the point where I was going to give up and just go home. But I worked the day out, drove home. I only had a 5-minute drive home, so I did have to worry about falling asleep at the wheel. But it sounds like they're stuck in mud, or they're trying to let somebody know they're about to hit them. I don't know. But after I got home, everything was good. Everything was fine. I wasn't seeing anything. I wasn't hearing anything. So I pull up a YouTube video and I start watching it. I think at the time it was something about a Ford F-350. Like I was looking into getting one because I had good pay and I had good work history. So I was looking at getting a second vehicle because my parents needed some help around the house. They needed some help around the yard. You know, we needed to like haul a bunch of bags of like leaves out of here, and they wanted to clean up more stuff in the back of the property. Like they wanted to clear more of the woods out. Not like chop any trees down or anything, because that's actually illegal where we live. But anyways, yeah, I'm still recording. Anyways, I was looking into that video and I was falling asleep, and as soon as I fell asleep, something woke me up, and it was a super loud scream. So I went outside, and at the time I was living in an apartment, so if I heard a scream, I went outside. I had my knife on me. I grabbed my knife just in case anybody was out there getting hurt or something. I was going to run up there. I was going to stab them. But cause I heard a girl scream, you know, because I thought it was either a little girl getting kidnapped or a girl getting hurt by a man. Like he was like beating her up or something, like out in the parking lot. But I went out there and nobody was there. So it was very confusing because I heard it. It was very loud. It sounded like it was from outside. And it was like 8 o'clock, something like that. And you know, I just was confused because I was like, I heard the scream, and I was like, and I looked around and I kind of like just stood there for a minute up close to the apartment, and I just listened for a while, make sure nobody was in like a fight. And if they were, I was gonna call the police because it was starting to get late at night and I didn't want to listen to that. But it turns out nobody was fighting, nobody was hurt, nobody was, you know, getting robbed or anything like that. And I was really super confused because I was thinking something was wrong the whole entire time. So I actually go back in there to go to sleep, and my eyes are wide open and I can't go back to sleep. So I just wait out the night and I watch YouTube all night. I look up old videos and old songs that I haven't listened to in a long time. Like, for example, Little Lion Man from Mumford & Sons. And but you know, I also farted. Yeah, I don't take my videos seriously, but they say it's a rookie move to like look at the screen and not the camera. But if I look at the camera, I feel like I'm not paying attention. So but going on to day 3, I go to work. I get there, I'm so tired, I don't even want to get out of the car. And I'm just thinking to myself, should I have called it out today? And I was like, nope, no, I need the money. So I get out of the car, I go to work, I start working. It's a pretty slow day. So I just got on a stack of tires and I went to sleep for about 10 minutes. And they woke me up and was like, DJ. And I was like, yeah. They're like, you got work to do. And I was like, all right. So I got up, I started working, and I could have sworn one of the guys next door to me worked across from me, and I swore he lived next to me, not next to me, but like across. And I think I heard him like over there crying or having a distressed voice or something like that, or some weird kind of like, and he was like, man, I just can't see it, man, I can't stand it, man. And I was like, well, what is this guy talking about? Is he talking about me going to sleep? Because like he lived like right across from me, so he could see into my room. And I was like, I wonder if he noticed that I haven't been sleeping for 3 days. Because, you know, some people, they get up in the middle of the night, they look out the window, and they probably look outside, and then they go to the bathroom, and then they go back to sleep. You know, me, I stayed up all night. And I thought maybe he was talking about me. But at the same time, I couldn't hear him. So I was like, nah, I'm not worried about that anymore. But, I made it through the day after falling asleep a couple of times at work. After I fell asleep a couple times at work, I finally get home after that 5-minute long drive. That was a really long drive that day, because like I went slow. I went really slow because I was getting very, very tired behind the wheel, and I did not want to crash into anybody, so I went really slow. I got in the slow lane and just drove as slow as I possibly could without. It was 45 miles an hour. It wasn't like I had to get on the expressway. But I just didn't want to run into anybody, so I drove really slow. So I get to that turn, I finally get into the apartments. I feel relieved I made it. And something's just not clicking right in my mind. Like something's wrong, you know? Like I feel like something is seriously wrong. And I try my best to figure out what is going on, what is wrong with me. And I couldn't figure it out. So I was just like, I was up in my room and just watching TV. And my cat just jumps on the TV stand and he just starts looking at me. And I'm like, what, man, what you want, Pirelli? My cat's name is Pirelli. He used to tear my arms up and stuff like that. He's an outside cat now, but he used to tear my arms up and down my arms, and he used to tear up my legs. He used to bite my feet at night. Sometimes he'd wake me up out of dreams, and I would thank him for it. But at the same time, you know, when he's doing that and I'm supposed to be getting sleep, it doesn't really help when you're not sleeping. So, you know, that was a mixture in that too, because I was losing sleep because of him too. But you know, as the day went on, I couldn't go to sleep. My eyes were just wide open, and I just stayed there. And luckily it was Friday, so I didn't have to go to work. And I was like, thank God. So I went in there, I found some vodka, and I got drunk, and I ordered a pizza, and I ate like half the pizza, and then I went to sleep. And I woke up the next morning feeling okay. I didn't feel very good because I drank a lot, but I felt okay because I finally got some sleep. They say when you drink and you go to sleep, you don't really get good sleep, so I'm not going to say drink and go to sleep because you're after like not sleeping for 3 days, because you're just not going to get good sleep. But I went to my parents' house, and then me and my dad started getting into an argument. Everything he would say to me would just annoy me. And after that, I started noticing more schizophrenic stuff, but I just kept shrugging it off. And I left, went back home. My schedule returned to normal. I was sleeping at night. But I'm going to save the other ones for another video. But yeah, I was having more problems later on in the month. But like I said, we're going to save that for another video. So I'll catch y'all in the next one. That was my story. I know it took me a long time to actually tell the story, but I had to go through step by step of what happened to me and what I went through. in order for people to understand that schizophrenia is really bad, and they have studies on it, but every person is different, and someone's bound to have the same problem, even though there's like thousands of, or probably close to millions of people out there that have schizophrenia. And I just want to make it clear that I had those problems for 3 days straight. And you know, if you guys have any questions about that, I definitely answer them. I don't have a job, so if I'm sleeping, I can't answer it. But if I happen to be awake, I'll answer it, and I'll tell y'all what y'all need to hear. And I am on medicine for it now, if you guys are wondering about that. So if there's anything y'all need to know, like I said, just let me know, and I'll definitely do my best to answer your question. All right, y'all have a good one. I'm gonna go inside and I'm gonna chill, and this is gonna be the last video for a while. I'm not gonna say a month again, because you know that's too long, but you know, we'll make another video soon. All right, thanks for watching.